spin that you got it. So I believe you got it. Oh, what? Hello everybody. Welcome to another Ploto gaming video where we are going to be spinning. Where we are going to be spinning for Madeline. I believe this is the final wheel before we switch to a new commander, and I believe this might be the final wheel for the season, as we should be going to season 1+ by the next time the wheel comes around. So I guess in this video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be spinning this F2P style. I did not buy any of the bundles. I have not been buying any of the bundles. It's kind of out of my price range right now. I'm not too sure how much you guys spend in the game, but for me, I've practically only been buying dailies ever since I spent like 3K in the game within the first two months. So I've been trying to lower down my spending. But the good thing about the wheel is that there is a lot of value even for people that don't buy the bundles. So I guess to begin, what you should be aiming for in the wheel, this is very similar to Rise of Kingdoms, so I'm pretty knowledgeable about this wheel, because the best things that you should be aiming for is the 10 spot, or spinning 10 times in one wheel, so you get a free 5 heads, and the materials don't really matter as much, or the resources don't really matter as much, or to 100, because you get a lot of these chests on the way. So you want to kind of aim for these chests when you're spinning, but the best value for your gems or for your tickets would be the 10 spot or the 100 spot. So for me, I've been 100ing every single wheel, just because even though I don't buy any of the bundles, it's just like I don't really know what exactly I'm supposed to be spending my gems on. As you guys saw in my previous video, it will be the card will be on the top right. I did already max my VIP, so I don't need to gem any VIP. Maybe I could work on some artifacts, but I just think artifacts, or investing in artifacts and clicking keys, is... I'm not exactly too sure what the best case scenario for that is, but it kind of feels like you're increasing the amount of chances more so than investing in something. Rather, in the wheels, I am getting things that I need, and the wheels percentages are actually very, very good, because if you check, unless you have a farm account, which I personally don't, so I don't really mind the materials as much, but every single thing in this wheel, outside maybe the materials, if you're a big farmer, is usable to make your account better. So speed ups, universal speed ups, training, these are practically the two best speed ups you could get in Call of Dragons. The legendary medals I used to not like getting, but ever since I learned about star level 5 and 6, you will need a ton of stars or legendary medals to get those commanders up, so that's going to be really useful. And then of course the sculptures are going to be always useful. So all right, without further ado, let us spin this Madeline wheel. So we get one free sculpt right away. So I've done my 3 free spins, so that means to spin this to 100, I will need to buy 97 vouchers from this. So if I were only to spin to 10, I would buy 7, but because I have a couple of gems, I am going to spin to 97. So there you go. I'm pretty comfortable with using up my gems. I still have the, what do you call it? I still have that really good bundle to buy, the growth fund, to get a 82k gems. So that's always going to be in my back pocket, just in case I need gems, and my gem spending cannot keep up with my event spending. So all right, let us spin this wheel, and so let's see what we get. Let's do a couple with the animation first. I might actually count the exact things that we get for this wheel, just so you guys see what 100 spins might get, what 100 spins got me at least. So, and then you could kind of compare and contrast, see if you would want to do the wheel yourself. We kind of got shafted, not gonna lie, with that one. No heads. But as I said, like, compared to the Rise of Kingdoms wheel, because I come from Rise of Kingdoms, it's really, really refreshing to have a wheel and every single thing that you spin is at least usable. In Rise of Kingdoms, you get building and research speeds, and as someone who's already T5 and maxed on my buildings, like building and research speeds are so useless in that stage, late stage in the game, where in this case, everything here is going to be usable into the late game. But of course, resources and all that kind of stuff is going to deteriorate, or it's going to be less important over time. But I mean, it's, if you want to resource heal, I guess it'll always be an option for you to use those things. And there you go. I think this is the first gold head, or first gold token that we've gotten so far outside of that free one. So we've been actually getting a lot of bad luck on this wheel. Okay, there you go. Another token. We'll take it. Another token. Okay, now we're getting the tokens. Now we're getting the tokens. 3 tokens. That's solid. 4 tokens. That nice. Okay. We'll take it. 4 tokens and some stars. That's what I'm saying. So it's there's a lot of RNG that comes with the wheel, but there is a lot of good stuff on this wheel compared to what I'm used to. So it's really, really satisfying. I wish they could implement the same thing in Rise of Kingdoms. But yeah, I would always do the wheel if necessary. I feel like this is the best place to spend your gems, right? I mean, you guys could always feel free to correct me in the comment section, but I feel like if you're F2P, like, doing the wheel is a very solid investment, depending on the commander too. But Madeline is one of the best infantry commanders in the game, so I am pretty confident that I will be using her in my one infantry march moving forward, which is why I'm heavily investing into her, and why I heavily invested into Kanara. So this is actually the 6th wheel of this account. I maxed all 3 Kanara. By max, I mean 100 spins. I got 100 spins into Kanara 3 times, and then this is going to be my 3rd 100 spin for Madeline. I've actually been buying Kanara dailies ever since it's released. So Kanara is actually, and there we go, we got a 10 spot at, I believe, 40 spins. What's really cool about it is it won't just reset to 0. It'll actually count the spin that you got it. So I believe we got it. What? Oh my gosh. Wait, let's...
Hooray!
Hooray! Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a screenshot right there. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but that's a screenshot. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. All right. Well, I was about to say that it doesn't reset the counter. It actually counts like, oh, you got it at your 2nd spin. We'll give you 3 spins, because you actually get a guaranteed 10 spot every 50 spins, but we got 2 10 spots in 1 spin. So that's kind of crazy, man. That's kind of crazy. I don't really have that many friends in Call of Dragons, so I don't have a group chat to like add this into. Like, where would I put this in? Family? Do we have a For the Flex group chat in here? Oh my gosh. 1 head, not that good. I'm just still surprised about, oh, there you go, we got a flex. We'll put that in here. I don't even know if that's happened to me in Rise of Kingdoms. It probably has, but I don't know. Maybe it's not that rare. 2.5% is not impossible to do, you know what I mean? Anyways, let us continue with these spins. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see what I like. I don't really have a plan for my S1 tokens. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna max. I mean, what I'm aiming for is, wow, we got 3 heads in this 1 spin is kind of crazy. 4 heads in this 1 spin, which is kind of crazy. You know, it'd be crazy if you get a 5 spot or a 10 spot. We'll still take it. But yeah, what I was gonna say is I'm kind of thinking about maxing Kanara and Valen And then outside of that, I'm not exactly too sure who to max. Maybe Madeline would be one of those commanders. Because yeah, it's still a new game, so I feel like investing my universals or my custom tokens is kind of like, I don't know. We'll have to see how the fights are too. If the fights are really crazy, then I'll for sure have to go all in, but if they're not, then I could probably hold back and just save for maybe not the S1s, but the universal ones. Like, I could probably save those for later heroes and all that. Wow. So we got 4 sculpts and then we got 8 legendary medals. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll need it for next season, so I'm not that salty. Okay. Not getting any gold heads in that one. There's been 2 in a row. Okay, there you go. We got 1. Oh, I thought it teased me for a little. It teased me for a little. We're at 40. This is around the same time where we got our 10 spot. We might. I don't think I've actually ever gone all the way to 50. Like, I don't think I ever got in the pity 10 spot. Let's see if that's gonna be the case here. Like, I wonder if there's an animation for it or anything, or if it just like gives it to you. Oh, there you go. See, like, I would have made it to 45 and I didn't get the pity, so we got another 10 spot, which is really good. But the fact that it was in the 45 spins is not the best. But hey, that's like a privileged thing to say. I keep relating this back to Rise of Kingdoms, but that's because that's the game that my only city building war game outside of Call of Dragons, my only mobile game that I've played outside of Call of Dragons. So it's the most relatable thing. There's no pity system. There's no reward system similar to Rise of Kingdoms wheels. So it's refreshing to. I kind of feel spoiled that saying 45 spins without getting 10 heads is bad, because in Rise of Kingdoms you could go a full 100 and still not get any spots. So yeah, this is, I think I've been averaging around like 3 10 spots every wheel, so it's been really good for sure. Like, you get a lot of tokens from these. And there you go. That is our lucky spins. So let us go ahead and get these chests. So five tokens for the 10s. For 25, we get 5 custom tokens and a bunch of resources. For 45, we get 10 Madeline tokens. For 70, we get 10 custom tokens. And then, of course, for the 100, we get 15. So, yeah. Let's go calculate what we got at the end. Alrighty, so after all the calculations, I've gotten the 1 spot 19 times, the universal token for season 1 7 times, the 10 spot 3 times, the star spot for 2 stars 19 times, and the 5 3-hour speeds 17 times. So overall, from the wheel, we got 49 Madeline heads, 7 universals, 38 gold medals, and 255 hours of speed ups. And if we were to include the chest rewards, 79 Madeline tokens, 22 universal tokens of season 1, and 333 hours of speed ups. The gold tokens is still 38 because that does not change with the chest. Alrighty, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think it is worth it to max the lucky spins with gems? Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and send it out to your friends. We are going to be making more Call of Dragons videos. I'm thinking the next one is actually going to be looking forward ahead to the next chapter, I guess, with the merger, and looking at the different other servers, seeing their alliances and their alliance powers, to kind of have a preview of what we will be playing against next season. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. Peace.